Our town hall is going to be pretty limited because of COVID. We can't have a lot of people in the same room, but Russ Jones has handpicked his best witnesses with the most recent reports, so I'm confident there's going to be some great stories there.
Hey, hey, folks.
Hey, West Virginia.
All nice and socially distanced?
Yeah, this entire region is one of our favorites. This is one of the squatchiest places in the entire continent, and it's really good to be back.
So it's been a while since we've been together, but we're back together and we really want to check out the best spots.
But you may notice there's something missing.
My hair and Matt's hair.
Bobo's hair, Matt's hair, about 75 pounds worth of Bobo, and our skeptical scientist. Yeah, Renee is not with us right now. She's actually doing field work, but we are checking back in with her every chance we get to keep her up to date on what we're finding, because one of these days, we're gonna convince her. Skeptics have a lot of explaining to do, especially when we look at the mountains of evidence that are coming in.
How many of you have actually seen one? Oh, good.
Let those freak flags fly.
My name is Emily Strickland, and I am from Guysville, Ohio. So, on October 10th, 2019, my dogs and I started off on our evening walk. And we started down our hill. When we got to the bottom of the hill, I looked up and I said, "What's that?" It was a Bigfoot creature. Then my daughter and I went out, and she went where I believe the Bigfoot went, and she did find a footprint. She took a couple of pictures.
Let's take a look at this photo.
Oh yeah, toes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
My name's Billy Humphrey.
Sheena Humphrey.
Each year when it gets close to deer season, we always will go up and we'll start throwing food out. We throw apple corn out. During this time frame, we noticed that the food was disappearing way too fast. I said, let's just sit up here and let's see if maybe a bear's moved in. Maybe it's a bear that's eating it and we can catch him right before dark. We hadn't been in the blind 20 minutes. She reaches over and she grabs my arm and she said, "Oh my God, there he is. It's Bigfoot." When I seen this thing, I pulled the camera up and I snapped a hip shot.
Did you guys have this photo?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's behind the tree.
Yeah. It had hair everywhere.
So my name is John Tenney. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia.
I'm Joe Perdue. I'm from Hurricane, West Virginia.
I'm into amateur herpetology, so I go out and look for like salamanders, frogs, snakes. I'm out, it's getting dark. I get to my first vernal pool that I want to check, and I hear like the most bone-chilling howl I've ever heard in my life.
John gets a hold of me really late at night, asking me what this could be. So I go out the next day. As soon as I stepped out of my vehicle, I'm seeing clearly right in front of me two very distinct prints.
Let me put my gloves on these.
Sure. This picture right here is the furthest out foot from the vernal pool.
Oh, it's deep.
The picture. It was about just under 6 inches deep. John and I were recently out there on Sunday and had some possible activity as well. Sure.
Just a few days ago then?
Yes, just a few days ago.
I was squirrel hunting. I heard a noise behind me, but it sounded kind of like an oomph noise. So I turned to look, and as I turned, I heard what sounded like an impact on something solid.
The minute we got up to the top of the hill, rocks were being thrown into the lake. I got my wife, got my son, and I said, "Hey, you guys need to go back to the Jeep," because at this point in time, something was hitting a tree.
We've been doing a long-term vocal project in southern Ohio.
What a great town hall meeting that was. We had more evidence presented at this one than at any town hall that I can remember. And we had all the witnesses come up and mark their locations on a map, and that's gonna help us determine where we're gonna go next. Emily's down here by the Ohio River. She saw one. She saw it pretty clearly. It was a gray one. It was on her property. It's next to a wildlife preserve. I'd kind of like to check that out because that wildlife preserve may be a key thing.
I've been talking to Billy and Sheena for almost a year on the phone. I want to go down to their spot down there where they got the cast in the photo. To this day, they hear vocalizations.
Yeah, I gotta see this property. If it's actually producing this level of activity, I wanna see it for myself. I think it's beyond question that we all need to go check out Kanawha State Park because sightings happened there, sounds came out of there, footprints came out of there just this year, and as recently as just a few days ago, more stuff, a possible sighting even, and knocks.
Well, we should all go check that one out.
Yeah.
That's the plan then. Matt's gonna check out Emily's location, Bobes and I are gonna hit Billy and Sheena's location where the photograph came out of, and then all three of us will go to Kanawha State Forest right there. Poor Renee, she's missing out.
Oh boy,
All right.
okay.
Back in the saddle, boys.